Alright, Eat It Nation, the holidays are coming up. We got Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and I know you're going to want to do a ham. This is a butt portion ham. It's already smoked, all you basically are doing is heating it up in your oven. But we're going to add a little bit more to it. We're going to throw it out on the pit. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unpackage this, rinse it off, pat it dry, and when I get ready to put my stuff on it, we'll come right back. Alright, this is our ham. This is called a butt portion, which is the top half of the pig's rear leg. You can either get a butt portion or you can get a shank portion. And if you get a shank portion, you're gonna have a great big, a lot bigger ham hock if you want to do beans or something later. This is gonna have a lot smaller bone in it. So anyway, this is pretty easy. I'm gonna take just some regular honey. Give it a pretty good coat, pretty much everywhere, and it's going to be a little messy, which is why I got the pan. Catch it, put that around a little bit. Now you might think this is cheating a little bit because it's not a fresh ham. I'm telling you what, it'll be better than any ham you ever did in the oven. Get it out there in the smoke. And it is already smoked and it's cured. So, next step, we're going to put some brown sugar on there. You can use light or dark. I'm having a hard time finding dark right now. It seems like they got all kinds of light brown sugar. Maybe all the dark brown sugar has COVID too, huh? And that's where it all went. Alright. Press this down into the honey. So the honey's kind of like a binder. Plus it's going to add a little bit of a sweet flavor to it. When I first started smoking meat, probably 20 or 25 years ago, I had a propane, it was kind of like a locker smoker, a cabinet, just a square cabinet, and came with a video, and this is what the guy on the video showed you to do, and I see why, because it's impossible to screw up. We're only looking for, oh, this is ground cinnamon right here. I'm going to give it a good coat of this. It's impossible to screw up. You're only looking for about 145, and like I said, it's basically just a reheat job. Now we will take and after about an hour or so, we're going to take and start spraying it with some apple juice, keep a little moisture on it, just like you do with any other good barbecue. But like I said, I'm only expecting this to take maybe 3.5 hours out there, 275. And you can see it's a really quick prep too. We're all but done here if I get this to come out. Alright, you go out and get the pit ready, and then I'll come back when it's time to throw it into some smoke. Okay, we're getting ready to throw this thing on the pit. It's running about 280. As you can see, I got my blankies out tonight. It's in the 40s out here. We got a cold front getting ready to come through, but we're going to throw this thing in, get this process going. I got two chimneys of charcoal in the firebox. That smoke's too killer. I got 2 chimneys of charcoal in the firebox. I put a rack above that. My water pan's actually in the firebox because I want to keep as much moisture inside this cooking chamber as I can. And I'm going to give this an hour, hour and a half, and then we'll come out and spray it with some apple juice. So we'll see you then. All right, here we go. We're an hour and a half in. We're going to see what this thing looks like. Oh, that's looking good. We're going to spray this with apple juice. Moisture on it. Look at that thing. It is just, I'm telling you what, if you do this for your Christmas or New Year's, the family's going to think you're a rock star. So we'll come back and look at it again here in about 45 minutes or an hour and check the temp on it and see where we're at. And we're only looking for like 145, so be back in a bit. Right. Here we are, 4 hours in. It's in the mid 40 degrees outside, so I put blankets on my smoker. One thing I want you to understand, it's not a normal blanket. Go to Harbor Freight, get some welding blankets, high heat blankets. Don't burn your house down for a blanket. Alright, now here, 4 hours into this, and this is what it looks like coming out of the smoker. We're going to give it just one more squirt of apple juice. But look at that, fat's cracking. Good bark, it's pulling back. So we're going to slice this up and see what happens. It's going to be juicy. It's going to be good. So you can see the juices running, actually. This thing is so tender. This is the reason. It seems so simple. And that is just juicy. That's the outside piece, even it's drier. So I'm telling you, serve this holidays. You'll love it. It's good. It seems simple, and it is. And there's no injecting. It's just a little bit of seasoning and making sure that the water pan stays full so you get a nice juicy ham. See you next time. Okay, this thing's been sitting here for like a half hour, and trust me, I done ate more ham than this fat. It is that perfect fat, and I mean that is just juicy. That is just still juicy. Okay, so here's what we did. $275 degrees, and we kept the water pan pretty much right over the coals, so we had lots of moisture in there. After an hour and a half, I sprayed it down with some apple juice, and I did that about every 45 minutes. I kept pecan wood on it, probably for the first 3 hours. I never covered it, so, and it was an 8-pound ham. So, and welding blankets, don't put regular blankets on your smoker. I don't want you to catch on fire. But anyway, this is really good. It'll be great for Christmas. Leave some comments, subscribe, hit the bell, do something.